Hello, this is Mary Esther Gilbert, nutritional science physiologist and nutritional healing specialist. I am adding to my series of podcasts. In this episode, this will be about why it's important to add a calcium supplement to your multiple nutrient supplement. If you're taking a multivitamin mineral supplement, sometimes I have found that on these bottles there isn't quite enough calcium for a person's daily recommended requirement, which is the government RDA guidelines. So those guidelines are set to minimal doses, just enough to prevent diseases. So obviously the human body needs a bit more nutrients in order to function optimally. So I'm going to be comparing what I consider to be one of the best multiple nutrient supplements on the market. For those of you who don't know my work, I have been analyzing supplements for over 40 years, so I'm pretty familiar with the development of the nutritional supplements industry and the ingredients that have gone into these supplements. And believe me, they have come a long way. These supplements now are much more absorbable and utilizable by the human body at the cell level. So right now I'm going to explain why it's important to add a calcium supplement to your multi. So you'll note the amount of calcium in this multiple. I've highlighted it in yellow. It's only 25% of the U.S. government RDA recommended daily allowance. I've got this scale down to 25%. So over on the right here is the ingredients for the multi. And I've listed all of the ingredients, and as you can see, it's quite extensive. Let me bring it down to 50% so you can see it better. So I've highlighted in yellow here the kind of calcium that happens to be in this supplement. It's important to make sure that your body is receiving absorbable minerals especially. So I'm going to enlarge this back to 100% so that you can see it more clearly. So calcium in this multiple happens to be an organic chelate, and they take it from the spirulina plant and other plant complexes, which is pretty good. So plants do take up the elemental minerals out of the soil, and they transform them via electrical charges so that the body can utilize them much more readily. So in this case, it's 250 milligrams. And this is the RDA column here, recommended daily allowances that the government guidelines have set forth for humans, for human nutrition. It's called the percent daily value. So the actual guidelines for calcium is 1,000 milligrams. But in this supplement, it's only 25% of that 1,000, so it's 250 milligrams. So obviously, you are not going to get the full recommended daily dosage of your calcium in one day if you take all 6 of these tablets. So these are mini tablets. Oh, I'm sorry, these are 3 tablets. Okay, this is the larger tablet. So yeah, 3 tablets equal all of these doses, and these are the percentages of the daily allowance that the government recommends. Okay, so in this case, the calcium, 250 milligrams, is not going to quite make your 1,000 milligram a day recommended amount. So it's only 25% of that. So that's why people have trouble reading labels sometimes when it's really quite simple once you understand what they're saying. Okay, so this is the multiple. It has other forms of some of the better complexes so that the body can utilize these minerals better. But actually, most of them are not plant-derived. So a plant-derived mineral is the best 100% absorbable kind of supplement you can take. But a lot of these multiples use the elemental minerals, and they attach a chelate or amino acid or protein complex so that the body is better able to absorb and utilize them. So that brings the elemental minerals up to about 40% usability in the body. Okay, so, but as far as the calcium goes, let's focus on the calcium. Okay, so these are the rest of the ingredients of this multi, and a good multiple will list whole food ingredients as well. So, and if they're organic, then they will definitely contain more minerals. So that ups the mineral intake, but you don't know exactly how much you're getting. They don't list that here. And they usually don't on these labels. Okay, this one also contains some of the amino acids that build proteins in the body, the right types of fatty acids. This is a very excellent, one of the best I've ever seen on the market in the 40 years I've been analyzing supplements. It also contains enzymes. Enzymes are extremely important to help digest food and to utilize the nutrients in this very supplement. Okay. All kinds of other goodies here. This will be a subject for a whole other podcast. I'd like to go in and explain what every single one of these nutrients do for the body, and I will be doing that in future podcasts. Okay, so here we are on the page of Coral Calcium Supplement. I recommend the Coral Calcium supplements because they are 100% absorbable since they're plant-derived calcium. And sometimes companies will use the elemental calcium from the plant that is degenerated and decomposed, so they'll scrape it off the bottom of the ocean floor, but we're right back to the elements again. So you don't want the coral calcium like that. So there are cheap coral calcium supplements and more pricey ones that are much more worth the investment, considering the health benefits that you get out of it and the lesser costs of health conditions that would cost you in medical bills later. So it's good. It's a good investment up front for your health, and it deserves its priority. In this particular coral calcium supplement, it's a 100% absorbable plant-derived calcium, and you get 1,345 milligrams of 100% absorbable plant-derived calcium. So the US RDA is 1,000 milligrams. So they're recommending that a person gets at least 1,000 milligrams of calcium, but they don't take into account that it may or may not be absorbable. So that's the key in selecting a good supplement. This is why I recommend the coral calcium. Okay, so I've highlighted the calcium in the coral calcium supplement. Now, coral calcium, since it's plant-derived, it's going to have a full range of vitamins and minerals in it too. Not as much as the multiple that I showed you, but it will add to the amount of nutrients that your body is receiving. Okay, your body is very, very innately intelligent and knows exactly what to do with every single one of these essential nutrients. The body cannot make any of these nutrients itself, so we need to provide it every day for it to thrive and prevent disease and heal properly and duplicate its own cells properly so that things don't go wrong in that department. So you want to make sure you're taking in the full range of nutrients that I'm showing you here in this video. Okay, so this most calcium supplements do not contain all of these other vitamins and minerals, but because it's plant-derived, that's why you see all this here. Okay, so again, I'm going to focus only on the coral calcium. You can pause the video if you want to examine more of these nutrients, but I'll save this for another video. So, okay, so coral calcium in this supplement, you're getting 250 milligrams of coral calcium, and this company also happens to put in their own proprietary formulation of calcium, and they call it Aquamin. So that means it's from the ocean, plant-derived from the ocean, so you're also getting 95 milligrams from their special formulation that they put in this supplement. Coming down here, coral calcium, 1,000 milligrams. So altogether, if you add this up, is 1,345 milligrams of absorbable calcium. Okay, so also the strontium mineral that's in here is also from coral calcium. So you're getting an additional 2.8 milligrams. So this is these are all water-soluble nutrients, so the body can throw off what it does not need. However, with this amount of calcium, you can be sure that your body will utilize almost all of it because your bone structures need it. Let's go back up to the first page. and I copied and pasted out of my book on vitamins and minerals. So calcium is essential for building strong bones and teeth. It controls muscle growth and contractions and electrical impulses to the brain. Our body is light energy and electrical, and it also helps maintain proper blood pressure. So you need calcium to maintain proper blood pressure. And for blood clotting, when you cut yourself or when you injure yourself, your body needs to be able to stop the bleeding. So calcium is extremely necessary for that. And it also plays a role in digestion and energy production cycles. So your cells are constantly producing energy, and that is the unit of energy is called the ATP molecule, or adenosine triphosphate. So your body utilizes that molecule to generate units of energy. And this fuels not just your muscles, and it fuels your brain, it fuels every single bodily process. So everything in your body that is working and functioning requires energy. So calcium plays an extremely vital role for that. If you're taking in a calcium supplement that your body cannot use and will throw off in the urine, then it's not doing you any good. So that's why I recommend the coral calcium with this particular supplement. Okay, that's it for this video. And if you have any questions, please feel free to email me through my website, holisticchoices.com. And there is a contact form there that you can fill out. In fact, I will show you where it is. Down here at holisticchoices.com, you scroll all the way down to the bottom, you'll see the contact link. Okay, so just fill in whatever you'd like to fill in, as long as I get at least a first name and an email and your question, and then hit the send button there. Okay, thank you for joining me on this podcast. Again, this is Mary Esther Gilbert, and I hope you will join me for a future podcast. Thank you so much.